Hines, say what's up to the people.
Man, what's up? How you guys doing?
What's up, man? So
Absolutely.
we here. It's Friday. Uh, I'm gonna show y'all some of his handiwork right here. So this is something he's working on. This is
Oh yeah. So that I actually call the Wraith Talk fabric, and the reason I do is because when you hit the light on it,
oh
right, you
man.
have what's called stardust on the fabric. So beautiful event piece, something that's really subtle. You don't really see it until the light kind of hits it.
Oh okay.
So I mean, of course,
I just like the
beautiful
cut.
Yeah. I mean, the cut's more of a taper cut. You have the beautiful peak lapel on one button. So really cool jacket, man. It's one of my favorite pieces that I've made. I've made it for a few clients, especially for like weddings and
Yeah, it is clean.
yeah, like different events.
Yeah. So show him what you got. What you got on?
Oh yeah. So man, this is also one of my favorite. This is actually from a meal called Loro Piana.
Okay.
It's one of the premier meals, top meals in the world.
Okay.
And of course, the thing that's really cool about this is not only is it flannel, but it's a light flannel. As you can see, you have a little bit of the heather gray and the charcoal gray running through the double window pane.
Okay.
So really cool piece. It's what I call more of a dry fabric too. So
And this is one of yours too.
yeah, this is one of mine as well. And it's a cool piece too because fabrics like these kind of have a little bit more of an informal nature to them. So if I wanted to dress it down, take the tie off, just wear the trousers kind of as a casual piece, it makes sense and it doesn't look too stiff because the fabric doesn't have like a sheen to it. So really cool piece. It's definitely one of my favorites as well.
Okay. Well, I'm back. I told him I want to look at a navy blue. I don't know which one. We're gonna talk about that before I leave here. But yeah, man. So and then he professional, y'all. He got me the what's this? The Hennessy White
That's a pure white Hennessy
from overseas, pure white. Yeah, man. We up here
I
chilling.
had it imported in just for
So
you, boss.
hey, that's what's up. So I'm gonna show y'all what his handiwork.
Oh yeah.
You got it. You
We
gonna.
gotta show them that.
Yeah, I'm gonna show them
We
what
gotta
was
show
up
'em
because
that.
they was here last time. So I'm gonna just.
Okay.
So I've been talking a lot of trash, bragging. So I said, yeah, man, y'all need to get with Jay Hines. I say that all the time. I got a lot of enemies. That's all right, man. Y'all be mad at me. So this is it.
Yeah, beautiful piece.
It's what he
Yeah,
did.
so we
This has
the
got his own little
double-breasted-
label in there.
Yeah, we got
Affluent.
the shawl collar, double-breasted, beautiful.
Oh yeah,
piece,
oh yeah, oh
man.
yeah.
And
So,
then, of course, the waistband.
Sir Tice, I'm gonna wear this when I come down to Fort Lauderdale, man. We gotta go somewhere nice, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, yeah, man. I love the way it fit.
Yeah, it fit really
Thank you, man. He's saying this fire. So, bro, this yeah, I gotta get. I'm probably thinking something like a purple under there or something.
Yeah,
We'll
like a
figure it
nice. You could do a lilac. You could do a navy. You could do a white. There's a lot of different ways you can play it, and even dressing it up and dressing down. Because again, you don't even necessarily have to do the full. So you could just do the pants as a separate, and that alone is going to be is going to cause a situation, especially when you're in places like your Miami.
So why'd you get into this, brother? Why'd you do this? Cause I remember I met you. You was working at Suit Supply,
Yeah.
And me and my lady was like, "This dude is really damn good."
Yeah.
He was like, "You need to do this full time. You do this as consultant." Remember we asked you that?
Yeah.
And he was just working there. We was like, "This dude is really good at his job."
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah." And then we did. I think we did like the little thing when we went to the mall.
We did the style.
So he does that. You still do that?
Yeah, so I do. So the thing about that is it just, like I said, it just needs to make sense because now when I do it, it's more so I'm getting a person's seasonal wardrobe together.
Oh, okay.
Right? So what I wouldn't want to do is, with the price point I charge for that service, I wouldn't want that to be more than the items that they're actually getting. So if it's just like a one-off or two-off situation, I don't think it makes as much sense for the customer. But if we have a guy who's like, look, man, I'm trying to get my whole spring summer wardrobe together, that's a situation to where I think will make sense, and I could really take the guy through A to Z on building his wardrobe and walking him through what I call the 3 style archetypes and figuring out what his style persona is and really building upon that.
3 style, what's that?
Yeah, so pretty much I have a course, man. It's called Perception Economics, but part of the course is I take guys through the 3 style archetypes. So there's 3 main style archetypes or buckets that every guy falls in. The first style archetype is going to be like the luxury leisure wear guy or the casual guy. This is a guy who tends to prioritize comfort over aesthetic. So you might see him in a lot of Nike sweats. You might see him always in shorts. This is the guy who he either A, might be an entrepreneur, but maybe he like owns a gym, or he's in like crypto. He's basically a guy who makes his money but doesn't have to do like a lot of client facing. He can do it from the home. Or he's a guy who just the industry he's in doesn't require him to dress up.
Mm-hmm.
So for that guy, I teach them basically how you still can prioritize comfort while also still having a nice aesthetic. So, I take guys through what that look looks like. Then you have the second look, our archetype, which is called the rake. This is the guy who might be in, let's say, like real estate sales. He might be in medical device sales. He's basically in an industry to where it's not super formal, to where he always has to do the full suit and tie, like what I'm doing. But it's also not super casual. So he's a guy who he has to be dressed up, but still be approachable. Right, so I take guys through kind of what that look is. And then the third look is what I call, or the third archetype is kind of like the businessman. That's like your Gordon Gekko. That's your guy who might be in private equity, investment banking. He might be a personal injury lawyer. He's a guy who his industry and the spaces that he's operating in are very, very formal. So he's a guy who's probably going to have to do the full suit, like the full suit tie situation. And it's really taking guys through that and helping them build that, whether it's from me taking out to the store inside of them or me making it custom, which is kind of like what we're doing now.
Okay. And when is this going to be available?
So it's available now, man. I do all of those services now. In terms of the course, I actually have the course. I'm teaching it right now to a group of about 100 guys on Discord, and I'll probably release it to where everybody's able to buy it probably in another 3 or 4
How could they
months.
get to you?
So Instagram first, right? You can always follow me, DM me on Instagram, Mr.J.Hines. The second is going to be through email. You always can email me through assistance@affluentxlife.com.
When you say affluent, it is spelled
right here, affluent.
affluent, but then you said, what was the X?
Yeah, just an X.
The letter X?
Yep, the letter X and life.
LIFE. Okay. Okay.
.com. You can email me there.
You said assistance.
Yep, assistance@affluentxlife.com.
Okay.
And then last but not least, the website. There's a form that you can fill out on the website. So that's www.affluentxlife.com.
Okay. And what all services do you offer? Okay, so you do suits.
Yeah. So
you do consulting.
Essentially, it's suiting, consulting, and then I also offer branding services for clients. So a lot of times, what ends up happening.
So he really do that shit that bitch ass nigga be claiming he can do. Go ahead.
Yeah. So really, a lot of times,
y'all know who I'm talking about.
A lot of times, what happens is clients will come in and they'll get a suit and they see my Instagram and they'll say, "Man, I really like the content that you posted. I want to do something similar to that." And then what I'll do is essentially I'll scout the location for them. I'll come up with a mood board. I'll connect them with photographers and videographers. So really all they have to do is kind of show up and able to make content that they can then, post on their socials. So if ever you look on my Instagram or even the company Instagram.
The Instagram is Mr. J. Hines.
Yeah, Mr. J. Hines. So Mr. Period J. Hines. J-H-I-N-E.
Mr. J. Hines.
Yep. I actually,
man, y'all done seen me go to his stuff. I go to his stuff at least once a week, because I be talking about fashion. Well, you can't get no woman. I'm like, man, y'all ain't got your game tight, so I be on that talk. Look at my boy right here. He see how clean he is. You let the suit do the work. You let the clothes do the work. So has that been in your experience? Like clothing, does it make it easy? Because I say it does. As far as it's a lot of it. It's not all of it, but.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'll put it to you like this, right? 70% of people's first impression is based on what they physically see. There are 11 million neurons in the body that we're able to activate when it comes to our 5 senses, right? Because we have 5 senses that help us perceive the world. 10 million of those neurons are dedicated just to sight.
Damn.
Right? So when you start looking at it, whether granted that there's an argument about the morality of judging a book by its cover, but the actuality of it is most people do. It's instinctual, right? So if you aren't in a position to where you're being intentional about the communication that's not involving words, but the communication that's happening when people look at you, a lot of times things can be lost in translation. And that's what happens, I think, a lot of times with most guys. But when you start taking ownership and accountability of your image, you'd be amazed at the way the environment starts responding to you, whether that's women, whether that's business, whether that's opportunities. I probably get 1 or 2 new clients a day just from going outside and getting dressed up, right? Because
okay.
Like, man, I love what you're wearing, and it's okay, cool. Well, yeah, actually, I make clothes. Same thing, even from the women aspect. Yeah, there's a certain level of attraction there because when they're looking at you and you you have a certain polish to yourself, it creates intrigue.
Okay.
So,
Okay. I kind of figured that, but
yeah.
I figured that. That's been my personal experience. But this brother, he'll be clean, man. Every time I see him, he be like this, man.
Yeah, I appreciate
So,
it, man. I appreciate
but
it.
yeah, so I guess, like I said, guys, this is what he did for me. This is it. This is what I told y'all, and we ready. We have all the weaponry now. We got the weapons. We
Ready to go to war.
got the little. What do you call this right here?
Yeah, so that's actually what's called a ticket patch pocket. Yeah, so
Oh,
ticket
okay.
patch. So the idea behind the ticket pocket is it's something that back in the day only upper class, middle to upper class people would have a ticket pocket because they would either put the ticket from the show or the ticket from the train in the pocket, and only people who could afford to travel or could afford to go to shows would have such a thing. So it's also kind of like a little history behind it as well, but it's also a nice additive, nice feature.
Okay. Well, look, man, this has been exciting. Let me go. I will go ahead and talk to you about this next one I want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you got it.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, man. So he has like stacks and stacks of books. I said blue. I said, hey, I need a navy blue. What do you call it? What do you call a suit that's always for every occasion? You can kind of.
Well, it's going to be a transitional piece, right? So what you're looking for is a piece that you can dress up, wear with the tie, but also potentially dress down, maybe wear the jacket with the denim, or even like a suit with a sneaker and or loafer. So really, I would call it a transitional piece, is what you're looking for.
Okay. All right. Well, look, man, this has been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Guys, it is Mr. J. Hines on Instagram and affluentxlife.com. And if you want to email, it is assistance at affluentxlife.com.
Yeah, there we go.
Starting to feel this Hennessy right here. Man. You know what I'm saying? A nigga feeling bionic up in this thing, man. What color shoes would you advise with that red shoe?
So I would do a brown suede loafer. Or what you could do is you could always do like a deep navy suede loafer. But I would do something that's dark in color.
You would?
Yep, I would.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Would it clash with what if it's a different shirt? Like I said, I want to do a purple.
Yeah, even if you do a purple, right? Because it'll be so dark that it's not going to it's not going to clash with the top of the shirt. Nah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, man. So, hey, man, it's been a pleasure, guys. Y'all got any more questions? Hey, y'all. Hey, what's going on? What color shoes are you going? Okay, they asked that. They said they see you on Instagram. Hey, go follow him, P Capes. Go check him out, man. Cool brother, man. Real cool brother. Real professional. Top notch service. So let me go ahead and get this because I ain't got long. I don't know how long I got. Oh yeah, I got to go, man. Y'all have a good one. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good night.